הפשיטו אותי עם כל הבגדים, תחתונים, הכל. אלימות מינית, וזה בעיקר המטרה שלה להשפיל.
Assaulted, humiliated, starved, stripped, beaten, and pressured to convert. For 2 years in Gaza's darkest cells, Rom Braslavski lived a torment few can imagine. Now, in his first public testimony, he recounts a nightmare that forces the world to look again at this war's most hidden cruelty. An Israeli hostage, released in October, has alleged that he was subjected to sexual violence during his 2 years in captivity in Gaza, marking the first time a male hostage has publicly made such a claim. 21-year-old Rom Braslavski was abducted from the Nova Music Festival on October 7, 2023, and held by Palestinian Islamic Jihad until his release on October 13 this year as part of a ceasefire deal. In a new interview with Channel 13's program Hatzinor, excerpts of which were broadcast on November 6th, he described a pattern of humiliation, violence, and psychological torment. Braslavski recounted being stripped naked, tied up, and assaulted. He said the intent, in his view, was to shatter his dignity.
They stripped me of all my clothes, underwear, everything. They tied me while I was completely naked and I was torn apart, dying without food. I was praying to God, like, please save me, get me out of this already. And you're just saying to yourself, like, what the hell, what's wrong with them?
Braslavski is the first male hostage to publicly raise allegations of sexual abuse, though at least 4 women who were held in Gaza have previously spoken about sexual violence targeting them or fellow captives. What do you call what they did to you? A sexual assault?
Absolutely. It was sexual violence, and its main purpose was humiliation. Its goal was to humiliate me, to crush my dignity, and that's exactly what he did.
Braslavski said the experience remains painful to discuss, describing moments when he pleaded silently for the ordeal to end.
You just pray to God for it to stop. And while you're there, every day, with every beating, every day, you say to yourself, I completed another day in hell. Tomorrow morning, I'll wake up to another hell, and another hell, and another hell, and it never ends.
Braslavski added that the assault was unequivocally sexual in nature and aimed at domination rather than gratification. At one point, he said he was pressured to convert to Islam in exchange for better treatment and food.
They told me, if you convert to Islam, you will live with us and I will bring you a lot of food. But I said no. I was born a Jew, I'll die a Jew.
In March 2024, a team of United Nations experts reported finding what it called clear and convincing information that some hostages taken to Gaza had been subjected to sexual violence. Hamas, which held most of the hostages, has denied the allegations. An Israeli government spokesperson, responding to his interview during a daily press briefing, described his testimony as further evidence of what she called the true nature of Gaza's militant groups. Braslavski also suggested his captors crossed a line he associated with history's darkest chapters.
They wanted to humiliate me, to trample on my dignity. It's something even the Nazis didn't do.
Braslavski was among the final 20 living hostages freed during the ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas, which saw around 2,000 Palestinian convicts and Gaza detainees released in exchange. He was held by Islamic Jihad, an armed group allied with Hamas that also took part in the 2023 assault. The October 7th attacks left 1,200 people dead inside Israel and saw 251 hostages taken back to Gaza. Israel's 2-year campaign in the enclave has since killed more than 68,000 people. Braslavski told Channel 13 that even now, free and home with his family, parts of his experience feel indescribable.
It's hard for me to talk about that part. I don't like to talk about it.
Braslavski's account joins a growing body of testimonies emerging from both sides of the conflict, each underscoring the human cost of the two-year war.